So I'm going to help you increase your FreeSync rate so you don't have that annoying flickering at the bottom of the screen, which I also had. I found out that this solution works for me, but it may not work for you. You could always try it. So basically I found this program called CIU a few years ago when I was trying to overclock my monitor. But like half a year ago, I also found out you can increase the FreeSync range with this program as well. It's actually quite an old program, but it works wonderfully. You have to download it via through this link, which I'll share with you in comments or whatever. So you basically download that, and then here the program is. Well, let me first show you that my FreeSync range is actually 48. Look, my FreeSync range is 48 to 75, so we're gonna want to increase that to 38. I have found out 38 is the lowest my monitor can go, because if you go lower than 38, for example 37, low frame rate compensation will kick in. You know, it's this fancy tech AMD made for low frame rate situations, so you know it basically doubles your frame rate. You know, if your frame rate goes below your FreeSync range, it will double every frame, so it will be much smoother, but for some reason my monitor can't handle it and it will display black flickering. So you could try going lower than 38, but it may not work for you. For me 38 was the lowest. So you basically go to, in this little program, you go to edit, and then down here you'll see the FreeSync range, which is 48 to 76 for me. So you basically decrease this to a 38. So now my FreeSync range will be 38 to 76. Press OK. Also be sure to select the correct monitor. Like, I have two monitors. Yeah, just pick the active one. In my case, I have two monitors, so if you only have one monitor, you should just pick the active one. Afterwards, you have to restart your computer, because as you can see, it hasn't updated yet. So I'll restart my computer and I'll be back. So I'm back, and as you can see, the minimal refresh rate of FreeSync has actually decreased from 48 to 38. So we have an improvement of 10 Hz in that department. So now the refresh rate of FreeSync is 38 to 75. In CIU, the program, you can also see it still says 38 to 76. I don't know why it says 76, but you know, never mind. You know, this should fix your problem. If it does not, please let me know. I should also note that every time you install a new driver, you have to do this process again, because it will manually reset itself. So every time you install a new driver, just run CIU again, add it, change the refresh rate, and then reboot, and everything should work fine. If you didn't know already, there is this tool called Freesync. It's basically the windmill demo. If you want, I can provide a link as well. It's quite a handy tool to see if your FreeSync is actually working. In my case, it actually works quite well with this fix, because otherwise the bottom part of the screen would still have tearing, which is distracting and annoying, especially when playing FPS games, because your gun is at the bottom part of the display, so every time you're shooting or aiming down the sights, you see the tearing. So not very practical. Well, hopefully it's resolved now. Bye.